All right, Nation, going to talk to you guys about this Dak Prescott situation. I will say this, don't look at it like, oh, he's going to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Oh, he's going to be the highest paid, I guess, player in the NFL. But look at it like this. It's just his time for the market to hit. I'm going to repeat, it's just his time for the market. And on top of that, the market hit at any time. He may be the highest paid person for what? Couple of months, and then Pat Mahomes get his contract, Watson get his contract, then the following year Lamar Jackson get his contract. He just reopening the market. Now, for anybody that say we don't have enough money, man, we're sitting on 22 to 23 million right now. On top of that, 25% is going to increase by next year. So let's just stop talking about the money. This is about football, baby. Flat out football, you pay the quarterback the highest, and that's just how it goes. Some people will feel like, hey, he did not earn this money. He don't deserve this money. He don't supposed to have this type of money, but it is what it is. It's money. It's money. That's all it is. And it's not coming out of your pocket. At the same time, we don't have any control of win, losses, or draws in the NFL. We just fans, which is short for fanatics. So I get people why they're so crazy about a certain situation. Now, I will say this, for those who out there who want to move on from Dak Prescott, I do have a little, I guess, objectivity for you. I'm with the belief that you draft a quarterback every year. I'm going to repeat, I'm with the belief that you draft at least a quarterback every year until you get that next guy that can really stand up and be a formidable backup, or you can see down the line that he can take on the starting position. Remember, football is day to day. It's a fickle process as it is, but you always want to evaluate your particular guys. So if you draft him by best player philosophy or best player available, if the quarterback falls to you at the 17th pick, and if it so happens, if the quarterback be there at 15 or 16, and you really think that he will be the difference maker, then you move up and get, dare I say, that quarterback. But at the meantime, in the between time, you got to understand this with Dak Prescott. He checks all the boxes. He's not giving you any off the field issues. He's a leader of men. Everybody corral and is around him. Everybody speak highly of him in the locker room. So it goes beyond just what we see with our eyes on the field. It goes on in those meetings. It goes on with the leadership. It goes on with a whole slew of things. And the antics. You know, it's always about the antics of it, you see, or the perception. And sometimes reality, or sometimes people perceptions become, dare I say, their reality. But I can look at it like this. Jalen Smith had one good year? They paid him his money. Oh, Ezekiel Elliott. He had multiple issues off the field. Although I'm going to say this, I'm prefacing my statement, although I think that one of those issues, it was just nefarious of the young lady to lie. But that's a story of a different day. I think that she got in trouble down the line for all of her lies caught up with her. And that's a story of a different day. We talking football. What I'm saying is, Cowboy Nation, this type of situation with your quarterback, he is the leader of this team. He is, dare I say, the end all be all, believe it or not. Quarterbacks, that's just how it goes. They get all of the glory when we win, and all of the glory or the shamefulness or all of the hateness or hateful stuff that's being said to them when they lose. That's just how it goes. Heavy is the crown, as they say. So, just like a lot of people, when they talk about Tom Brady, multiple Super Bowls, that's all they remember. They don't remember Ty Law. They don't remember the running backs. They don't remember the defense that stood up and helped them out in multiple games. They don't go back and recall. And I'm not saying that Dak Prescott is Tom Brady. I'm not saying that. But they don't go back and say, okay, well, those Super Bowls were only won by 3 points. Some of them, one of them was won with less than 3 points, I believe. They don't give all of the glory to the kicker. Let that sink into your mental. Terry Bradshaw has still got TV time for the Super Bowls that he won way, way back in the days. You don't hear about all of the other guys. Maybe here and there, but you don't hear about them. The quarterback gets all the shine. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes. They get all of the shine. And the reality of it, we living in a quarterback-driven world. And the new age of this particular quarterback, the quarterback that can run, get out of the pocket, and still pass accurately down the field, they gets all the love. They get it. That's just how it goes. On top of that, when I say that, I know I'm going to hear a lot of people say, well, Dak Prescott can't throw the accurate ball down the field. A lie, because stats prove otherwise, right? Look, I want people to remove this notion out of their mind. You don't pass for close to 5,000 yards by mistake. You don't pass for the touchdown to interception ratio by mistake. Now I can say what Jameson Winston did, what have you, with all of those turnovers and takeaways. Well, turnovers basically. Look, he got a lot of things to improve on, but he still was able to move the ball, get the ball down the field. And I think that with a different environment, I think that Jameson Winston would probably do well in a different system. Give these brothers a chance and an opportunity to go into a different system. Anytime that we've seen some other quarterbacks, I'm not even going to mention their names, that last for many of years, they didn't put up these type of productions. But it just so happened that these particular quarterbacks, like Cam Newton's, Jameson Winston, and Dak Prescott, everybody willing to shoot, shot, push, and shoot them off. It's crazy. That's crazy. So all I can say is, let's just sit back, pump the brakes. Don't look at it like he's the highest paid quarterback of all time. Don't look at it like, oh my goodness, we're going to be broke. No. The NFL, although we got this COVID-19 going on and the coronavirus, however you want to call it, going on, the NFL still is at its all-time high as it relates to total revenue. The salary cap is increasing year to year. On top of that, the TV ad revenue is going to dish out a crazy number. I don't know what that number is, but until we get a hold to all of this crazy stuff that's going on, it's going to be a crazy, crazy number. So it's going to be money out there. We just have to sit back, let this thing play out, and everything else will work its way out. I kid you guys not, man. This is football, baby. And one person opened a door for somebody else to walk through. And that's just all it is when you're talking about the highest paid quarterback. And is he worth it? I remember the Carr brother got $25 million and people was losing their mind. But the only person was looking back saying, yeah, I want him to get that money, was Aaron Rodgers. Because when he got the $25 million, I'm talking about Carr, Aaron Rodgers could look at his particular stats and what he did for his particular organization and say, hey, if he deserved 25, give me 33. For all of the good quarterbacks out there, they were sitting there like, man, this brother done got $33 million. I guarantee you, Russell Wilson was looking at it like, yeah, my OJ, I can get some bag money now. That's why he got his bag. But in between that time frame, somebody like a Kirk Cousins got his money, guaranteed money. Kirk Cousins is the guy that won it all, really, because all of his stuff was guaranteed up front, baby. Jimmy Garoppolo got his bag. Boy, but it all started with Carr. That's just how it goes. That's how marketing goes. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys this quick deal. If you bought a house, and let's say it's 12 houses in your community, just use a small number, small community, big houses, and you have a house on the market, and what they do is they comp every house that's according to your house or the house that's in that particular environment or a neighborhood, and that's how you sell the house. Nobody look for that house to go below market value. You know why? Because those 12 houses, if the flat rate was $400,000, let's say it's $400,000 or $500,000, $500,000 home, and somebody go in there and say, okay, I'm gonna sell my house for $250,000. What do you think that it's going to do to everybody else's house in that particular neighborhood? I want y'all to post that down below. But I'm using the big booty on this one. If that house and everybody's house in that neighborhood is $500,000, and that one particular house goes over $250,000 more than what is appraised for, what do you think is going to happen to everybody's house in that neighborhood? Let that sink into your mental. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, nation. Let's go.